everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you like what you see, please press that subscribe button down below and leave me a comment. I decided to do a meal prep. So I went to a few different shops and I got everything I needed for my weekly meal prep. This is the first time I've ever really done a meal prep, so we're gonna see how that goes. I'm gonna show you my meal prep haul, and then later in the week I will show you what I made. If you think you know what I'm gonna make, leave me a comment down in the comments below to see if you're right. So let's see what I got. First thing, I got some bananas. Lots of things you can make with bananas, and bananas are one of my favorite fruits. Mushrooms, and some broccoli, and some spinach. Also got some tomatoes, and some peppers, some cashews, lots of sweet potatoes, rice, cake mix, tofu, and also speaking of tofu, this was not part of the meal prep. This is just something I, impulsively bought. But I found this above the tofu aisle, and when I translated it, it is fake meat. And when I translated it, it said there was nothing in here that was not vegan. So I'm excited to try this out. I also got some quinoa, some spinach noodles, some corn flour, some bread, some Dijon mustard. Now, I'm not a big fan of mustard, and it's not very easy to find Dijon mustard here, at least as far as I can tell. So this is all they had, so hopefully I can find other uses for Dijon mustard for a not mustard fan. So we'll see. And then I also got mushroom pasta sauce, maple syrup, blueberries, avocados. I also got some yogurt. This is one of the brands that is vegan in China. Peanut butter. This is like one of the few things that I can't live without. I need peanut butter. Peanut butter is my life. Baked beans. Some more pasta. And some more pasta. Can you tell I like pasta? Frozen cranberries. Frozen blackberries, frozen raspberries, frozen blueberries, onions, and I think I've shown you everything. So that has been my meal prep haul. There's still some things that I still need to buy, like turmeric powder, chickpeas, plant-based milk, and a few other things. And then there's still things in my pantry that aren't included in this video that will be part of my meal prep. So hopefully this is a success, and hopefully I do well with my meal prep. So I got this idea to chop up my onions in the food processor by Rose from Cheap Lazy Vegan, and I think it is absolutely brilliant. I hate cutting onions. It's one of the things that I hate most with cooking. So this really helped the process because I do love to eat onions. I don't like to chop them. I always tear up, and I did tear up a little bit through this, but I think it'll make it a lot easier to not tear up a bit once I do this more often and I kind of figure out how not to tear up. But this was a whole lot better. So I made a ton of diced onions, and then I just put it in my freezer so that I have onions for a pretty long time, which will be nice. Another hack that I got from Rose from Cheap Lazy Vegan was to soak the garlic to make it easier to peel. Some of the pieces were still a little difficult, but I think the water did help a little bit, and like the onions, the more I do it, the better I'll get at it. And then again, I processed it in the food processor and made minced garlic. So again, just like the onions, I have lots of minced garlic to last me a very long time. So I blended 1 cup of oats, I also blended a cup of almonds and made it into like a almond flour, which I didn't know you could do, so this was nice to know. Then I added about a tablespoon of chia seeds. And then, of course, you need some cinnamon, so that was about 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. And about 2 tablespoons of maple syrup. 1 cup of soy milk, or any other plant-based milk that you might have. I just had soy milk on hand. And just a pinch of salt. And then you're gonna wanna mash up 2 bananas until it's kind of like the consistency of like a mashed baby food or something. And just to make it a more smooth consistency, I decided just to blend it in the blender. Deliciously Ella did not do this in her video, but I just decided to do this on my own, just so it blended better together. So just blend it all together in your blender. Then you want to add a little bit of coconut oil for the cooking. So here comes an absolute cooking fail. I had never really made pancakes before, so I kind of messed up on the flip. I flipped a little too early. I was afraid I was gonna get burned, and I learned that I need to stop being so scared and just wait a little minute, because later on I did learn to wait, but as you will see, yeah, this looks like a hot mess. So I managed to salvage some of the batter and make some halfway decent pancakes. And I topped it off with some peanut butter. I love peanut butter, y'all. It's delicious. I will add peanut butter to pretty much anything. So just add a little bit of peanut butter, or a lot, you know, you do you. And then I also topped it off with a few bananas. And then of course I finally topped off with some maple syrup. Yummy! So I added half a cup of oats, about 2/3 of a cup of soy milk, half a tablespoon of peanut butter, but you could add any nut butter that you like. And then 2 teaspoons of maple syrup. And then I just stirred everything together and put it in the microwave for 2 minutes. I topped it off with some sliced bananas. Sprinkled a little cinnamon on top. And some chocolate chips. Good morning. Alright, so today is my first day of my meal prep. And I am starting it out with some oatmeal. And let's try it. I love it. I've been making this recipe for a few weeks now. I found like this 2-minute microwave recipe, which I will link down below in the description box. And it is so delicious and so easy to make. I am going to enjoy my tea and enjoy my oatmeal, and I will see you for lunch. Alright, so it's now lunchtime and I'm not too hungry, but I'm a little hungry, so it's actually perfect that I have a pasta salad. This pasta salad is called the Easy AF pasta salad, and it was from Cheap Lazy Vegan. I will link the video down below so you can watch to see how to do it as well. But look at this deliciousness. And it is so good. So let me try it. I mean, you can never go wrong when it comes to pasta. Pasta is one of my favorite things. Hot, cold, whatever, I don't care. I love pasta because I find it to be very easy, very simple, and there's so many different varieties to pasta that you can do. So pasta is one of my favorite things to make, and I was very excited to try this, and it is delicious. Go try it out, and I'm gonna go watch some more Cheap Lazy Vegan, and I will see you for snack if I have one, or in dinner.
Hello everybody, it's Rose, and welcome back to Cheap Lazy Vegan and another Cook With Me episode. It has been a minute, guys, since I filmed one of these Cook With Me videos. It's the first time in this kitchen, so I'm pretty excited because I love filming these. I think they're so much fun, and I can be as silly as I want. Okay, I even dressed up for y'all. Okay, I'm wearing this blouse. Today, I thought I would show you guys how to make a lazy vegan pizza 2 different ways.
So I've had my lunch, my puppies have had their lunch, so now I'm gonna take my puppies out for a walk. See, they're ready for their walk. Are you ready for your walk? Anna, Elsa, are you ready for your walk? Should we go for a walk? Yeah? I'm gonna take them out for a walk, and then I need to go to the grocery store because I apparently bought the wrong type of tofu for my meal prep. And so what I did with the other tofu is I just put it in the freezer, and maybe I'll use it for tofu scramble. But one of the problems in the grocery stores is that all the tofus are in Chinese, and even with the translation app, it won't tell me if it's firm, extra firm, so I have to do like my best guess of what to use. So after the walk, I'll go to the grocery store again and grab some more tofu and make that last meal for tomorrow. And I'll see you then. Bye-bye. All right, hey guys, so I am back from my mini trip to the store. I went to a different store today, one that I do usually go to. For my meal prep, I went to a new store just to see if prices would be cheaper or if they would have all the ingredients that I needed to find. So this one I decided to go to was BHG, and it's in the Solana shopping mall. And so I also picked up a few other things as well. But what I originally went for is this, tofu. Now, according to my vegan group that I'm in on WeChat, they say that this one is extra firm. So we'll see. Well, hopefully this will do better with the meal that I need to make for tomorrow. And then I also found this. And when I translated it, it says it was smoked tofu. So we'll see how that is. I've never really cooked with smoked tofu before, but maybe I'll figure out a use for that. And then I was missing some good Chinese food, so although restaurant is always better, I did find these spinach and mushroom balsas, or steamed buns. And so, yes, that would be nice for when I'm kind of wanting just a snack. And I also found this pineapple coconut juice, which sounds really good. I really love like the tropical fruits and drinks, and I just love having drinks in my apartment, so that's good. I also got some more water and got some yogurt. Now this is a Chinese brand. I'm actually not sure how to pronounce the name, but this is a Chinese brand of plant-based yogurt. They have two different kinds. They have almond and they have a coconut. And these are pretty inexpensive. These were only, 9 kwai each. So this is one of the least expensive yogurts to get in China. But I will be making a video later on, maybe at the end of this month or next month, about the different types of vegan or plant-based yogurts you can find in Beijing. So that is that as well. And then also I found some sorbet. Now this is a new one. I haven't seen this one before. So it looks like it's from like New Zealand, and it's a mango sorbet, and it is dairy-free and gluten-free. So this sounds like it'll be really good. So I'm going to use that as my snack for today. As my first meal prep, I kind of expected I might not have bought enough ingredients or enough food, but I'm actually pleasantly surprised that the only thing I really had to go out and buy was the tofu, and then just a few extra things, which for me, coming out with just this little amount of stuff is surprising. Usually when I go to the grocery store, I buy a lot. So I think this meal prep will be helping me to not overbuy throughout the week. And just, if I make a mistake, buy what I need, and I think I did good. So, going good so far. So I steamed some broccoli and some sweet potatoes to have as my side. And then I put some Dijon mustard on some toasted buns. and then put some tomatoes and some avocados. And there you go. I just made my 3-ingredient burger by Cheap Lazy Vegan. Alright, so now it's dinner time and I am having a recipe from Cheap Lazy Vegan. It is a 3-ingredient burger and I am so excited to try it. So let's see.
Out of the package, okay? But I do know kind of why some people don't like it. I understand it's like a texture issue. The main problem people have is that tofu has, I guess, that kind of, I don't want to say spongy-like texture, but kind of that not meaty, but also not super soft texture, and it's kind of weird.
So I just added together the last bit of my frozen raspberries and frozen blueberries and just blended those two together. I also added in 1 banana and then blended it again. I just kind of stirred it together just a bit more, and then I decided to add some almond yogurt. I also added in some coconut milk, some peanut butter powder, some vanilla, and then blended it all together. And then I just sliced up some bananas to add on the top of my smoothie. I also sprinkled some coconut on top, and I always like to add chia seeds to my smoothies. And then I topped it off with some fresh blueberries.
And let you guys know at the top of the video what's new and what's going on. So I am still home in the States. Today's Monday, the 9th of March. I am planning on heading back to Beijing in about like 2-ish weeks. So then I'll be flying back to Beijing, Lord willing, if everything goes okay, nothing like catastrophic happens in the world until then. I've been home almost 5 weeks, or no, a little over a month now. It's been really good seeing my family and everything. I still have my life back in Beijing, so I'll be heading back to that soon, which I'm excited about. Back to China vlogs. Back to like a routine of me doing something. So the rest of the video is going to be, I've been kind of having like little snippets of vlogs and footage of what I've been doing the past couple days. I have been planning this for a while. I think I've updated it on my actual YouTube channel, like my banner. You'll see that it's changed, but I am planning from now on, now that I'm saying it verbally, I have to live up to start uploading twice a week on Mondays and Fridays. So hopefully you guys are excited about that. You'll have to see more of this face more often. But this video is for Monday, and then you'll have another video on Fridays as well. So exciting things. I hope you guys are staying healthy, staying wonderful, staying positive in the craziness that is the world right now. But yeah, so enjoy the rest of the video, and I'll see you next one.
So I'm just cutting up some tofu to make the teriyaki tofu stir fry from Cheap Lazy Vegan. She kind of cut hers a little bit differently, but I just decided to do it in chunks. It's just the way I prefer my tofu. So I heated some oil in a pan, and then I put the tofu in just to kind of start getting it to cook up. And once it started to get a little bit brown, I added my diced peppers and some mushrooms. I also added in a dash of salt and some garlic and some ginger. And then I turned the heat down and poured in some of the teriyaki sauce. And then mixed it all together.
Lost X Scott and myself, we're here in Beijing at this restaurant called Yiliang Fan, and once and for all, we have an employee here who will teach you the right way to say, I am a vegetarian, I don't eat meat. You know, by the way, this is elementary Chinese. Learn real Chinese, communicate, and have fun. What do you think it is? Before we ask her.
我是蔬菜人，我不能吃肉。
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, 我是吃素的，我不吃肉. But let's ask her what she says. 那这句话。
我是素食主义者，我不吃肉。
好吧，谢谢。Let's break that down a second, because I do teach Chinese. 我是 is I am. Try it.
我是
I am. And then 素食, well, 素 is the word for like vegetable, another word for vegetable. And 食 is the word for food. So 素食 is like vegetable. 素食 right? Su is the fourth tone, it's quick, sharp, abrupt, and falling, and
Like-
shi is rising.
Like, I'm gonna sue you.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna say you.
Yeah.
素食 and then 主义者. So anytime you have 主义者, 主义 is like all these terms, like I'm
Chance to cure the destiny, I have to figure it out. Zeke, what is this?
Frostbite. Maybe freezing to death. Sabi thinks she can help. She may have a cure.
Well, I think I did it. DNA has no anomaly. My gut is telling me that Jared's involved in something that could cause some serious problems.
You've proven quite valuable. I'm on the verge of exposing the A28ers for the threat they are.
Your case files.
Dre, wanted you to print these?
No, it was Vasquez.
We got Vasquez, Captain.
Take it from here.
Us. In the park. That was a mistake. I don't remember being at the park. I don't remember a thing.
Yusuf Al-Zurus. According to legend, he was lost at sea for 10 years and mysteriously returned.
Sounds familiar.
The possibility that all of this has happened before, it's huge.
No way, they found it. Al-Zurus' journal. Figured we get some answers.
This changes everything.